there's John Klein's photo. Could you put the camera right there? That's John Klein, who is allowing this in our schools. Now, 19 U.S. states still allow teachers to use this wooden board to discipline children. And every 20 seconds, you get results that look like this. And if you could shine their camera on the tip of the wooden board, you'll be able to see what this looks like. Those are the bruises that our children are receiving. So this man, John Klein, has a bill in here now called Ending Corporal Punishment in Schools Act. The bill number is H.R. 2268. This federal bill is important for many reasons. Number one, if your child goes to school and the teacher takes a wooden board like this and strikes your child and even fractures their tailbone or causes any major injury, nothing will happen to the teacher, protected under a law called the No Intention to Cause Harm gambit. So whether your child is running when he's supposed to be walking, or chewing gum, or fails to do his homework, or fails his science test, a teacher is allowed to take this wooden board, which is already deemed a deadly weapon by the U.S. Supreme Court Justice. This is already, I actually went to Washington, D.C. and made an attempt to enter the U.S. Supreme Court building and was denied entry because they said this is a threatening weapon. You're not allowed to enter that building. The very place where they made it illegal, the same tool is used in school. In school, this is called a teacher tool, but to walk into the U.S. Supreme Court U.S. Supreme Court building, it becomes a deadly weapon. It's legal in 19 U.S. states in public schools. It's legal in 45 U.S. states in private and charter schools. And as a result, it's legal in 20 other nations because they said they will not ban school beatings in their nation until it is stopped in America. They call America the place where it's the beacon of light, the home of the free, the land of the brave, and they feel like, well, if this is what you're doing in American schools, we will continue to beat our school children because you guys must be doing something right since you are called the beacon of light. So here we have children in 20 nations that I wouldn't even want to visit, where children are still being beaten because it is still legal here in the USA. So every week I actually have a television show. You might be wondering, why would I be wearing a Michael Jackson shirt while I'm talking about a wooden board? 2 weeks before Michael Jackson was murdered, a law was written in the state of Indiana, his state of birth, which gave teachers the right to not only hurt children, but even fatally. And they're protected under law under the what they call the No Intention to Cause Harm gambit. 2 weeks after Michael Jackson died, that law passed. And what it means is that even if a teacher hurts a boy or a girl or a teenager with this wooden board, some have actually killed them. Their spleen has ruptured, so there have been some deaths as a result. That's why it's called a deadly weapon. But in the state of Indiana, 2 weeks after Michael Jackson died, that bill became law. So if you're a student in Indiana right now and your teacher hurts you to any degree, even fatally, the teacher does not have to go to jail. Now that's spreading throughout the USA. The injuries that are being produced is spreading throughout the USA. I'd like to have you take time to learn more on your own. If you go to our website, www.thehittingstopshere.com. Scroll down in the middle, you're going to see a picture of Barack Obama. Right below his photograph are 3 of the most current professional and governmental reports on this issue. And one is done by the ACLU, one's done by the forensic investigator, Gregory Coots, and he's a governmental worker, and the other one is written by a Texas lawyer. And if you just read through the first 3 pages of these documents, you're going to find out that American sons and daughters are in big trouble when they are in school. The minute your child sets foot on an American school campus, the U.S. Constitution disappears. So you give little Johnny or Janie their goodbye hug, You turn them and they walk onto that campus, and all of a sudden they have absolutely no rights. Well, we have a federal bill available now, but the mainstream media is failing to tell the general public because they make money off of abusing our children. So that's why I started a television show called American Safe Pass. The Safe Pass stands for Student Alliance for Education in Peaceful American Schools.